Okay, we want to talk today about docking lamb tails, the reasons why. This is John, and John has got a bit of a mess on his little rump. So you want to do it in the first 3 days because the pain receptors are not in yet. And John, he's being a good boy. And you want to do it so that it covers the rump and the lady parts of if it's a female. Now some people only do this on females, but we've done it left males before with the long tail. See how long it is compared?
Some are longer than others, so.
Yeah. So what can happen if you leave this long tail is manure and urine gets on there, particularly on females. This is bad. And it stacks up, and then they can get fly strike, which is flies laying eggs in the manure, and then it eats into the animal over time. Particularly females, because they got their lady parts back there. It can wind up going into the lady parts, and you can actually have a loss from an animal. So when I see a long tail on a sheep, I see a sheep that nobody cared about and nobody took care of the health issues of to make sure that they were okay. So some people will advocate for tail docking to dock it all the way up at the body, and that is not appropriate. You need something to cover the rump and the lady parts, so you want to measure it accurately to make sure that you're covering that, or you can end up with more. You can end up with fly strike from having nothing back there. You can end up with infection from it being open to the air,
Or spinal damage.
so you want to do it the correct length. Okay, so we're going to trim up John. Good boy, John. Are you being a good boy? I'm going to trim away any leftovers of the first poop that might be on there.
This isn't where we're banding him, but I'm just going to clean it up while I'm here.
And if you were going to do tetanus antitoxin, this is the time to do it. But the band takes time to cut into the flesh. So you can remove the tail with a knife, and I've seen people dock that way. That's up to you.
It's just kind of invasive.
But it's kind of invasive, and I as a shepherd think that an open wound like that is probably more dangerous than banding. But as the band is on there, you want to watch it and when it starts to cut into the flesh, go ahead and start. Can we have some silence in here? Go ahead and start iodining or alcoholing around that open wound.
John?
John is non-cooperative.
He was being good for a minute.
He's not sleeping no more.
This is nasty.
And you can try to wash this off, but it's really
hard to wash.
gooey and sticky, and getting your lamb wet is not a good idea. Poor little lammy. So you want to make sure the area is clean, and then go ahead and proceed with the banding.
Sorry, this is a really big bunch of stuff here. John, be nice.
You don't want to be nice, he wants to be free.
No.
Stop. Nobody's hurting you, you're just cutting your hair. So what she's done here is taken these bands and soaked them in alcohol to hydrate them and also to sterilize them. And then she's going to take the tool. These are green bands, the same band as you would use for banding a male to castrate. And you want to have 70% alcohol. You don't want to be scrimping on it and getting the one that's less from the dollar store. Because you're trying to be clean with your little animal here. So here's the tool. Let's talk about the tool, sister.
That's an elastrator. It opens to stretch the band and then closes.
And this is the same exact tool as you would be using for
banding bucks
or
rams.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and, so first I'm gonna trim where we're putting the band. I've measured here how long I want it. If you have a little shaver, you could shave it. But I don't bother, I just cut it with scissors. You want to get this so you can put the band close to the skin. Okay, so I just take a little tissue, put some alcohol on it, and I'm going to rub that all around the ring I just cut on the hair. So we're putting that band against a clean surface. So I get a band and pop it over the tool and stretch it. And I'm going to feed the tail through. And so just relax this. And then when it's closed, you're going to just peel this off here.
Oh, let me go.
I may have a tantrum.
Evan, it was mostly just being held. He wants down.
Okay.
So in a few days, you're going to see that little lammy tail somewhere loose in the barn. And you'll need to hunt them down and treat the end to make sure that it's not going to get an infection, which we've never had an issue with them. So over here we have a Shetland. And these guys, their tail does not usually need docked. See, his tail is just, if he was a female, it would cover his little lady parts. That's Mark. And so he's not going to need a dock today. And that's something, but see how long John's tail is? And that definitely needs a dock. So this has been Banding Lamb Tails, the why and how to do it.